Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today's question is, what does the power of positivity have to do with taking care of your health if you have Hashimoto's disease? The power of positivity, that sounds a little too woo-woo, right? And on my channel, I talk a lot about research and science and the clinical aspects of people who have Hashimoto's and the ways in which their diet and lifestyle can help contribute to health. And today I'm talking about kind of the mental, emotional, spiritual side of healing and getting better. So, the power of positivity, I guess, is just kind of layman's speak for having a prayer life or a meditation practice or the optimism and belief in a system of healing that comes from within. So, this is a pretty tricky position for a lot of people who have Hashimoto's because probably you've been sick for a while. Or if you're newly diagnosed, you feel very out of sorts. For those of us who have Hashimoto's, going through the whole process of symptom management and acknowledgement that we are not feeling as good as we want to, as well as the doctor's visits, lab work, all of the stuff that comes with it. Maybe even explaining all of this to family and friends. It can be a struggle outside of just the way that we feel. And for many of us on this journey, it isn't at the very beginning that we start to think about the ways in which our mind and emotions and our spirit may have something to do with our journey towards better, more optimal health. So I want to share just a little bit about the ways in which our mind can really help to set the wheels in motion for a better outcome with having Hashimoto's disease. My own journey includes some negative times in my life, in my 20s. Certainly, I was a people pleaser. I was type A, wanted to work hard and play hard. And I was sort of in a place of not really trusting and or knowing my true self and my true worth. So feeling sick was kind of just a label. And when I was at my peak of, dysfunction and unhappiness with my health, I was validated by the doctors who basically told me that it was all in my head and that there wasn't anything wrong with me except for that I needed an antidepressant medication and to just, stop worrying about it. That validated the negativity that I already had about my symptoms, which was exhaustion when I was in my young 20s, joint pain, really bad IBS, and brain fog, weight gain, all kinds of stuff. That wasn't in my head, but it was very difficult along the journey because of the challenges that many people face in getting a proper diagnosis. It was challenging in my own journey to actually believe that whatever was bugging me and whatever I was up against was something that I could deal with and that I could handle with grace and that I could overcome. So when I'm working with my clients, I certainly see a lot of this in the journeys that come to this space. This office has certainly been met with a lot of people who are beat down, hurt in many ways, not believing in themselves, and mistrusting of the guidance and information that maybe they have received so far. Part of my job, not only as their nutrition therapist to help give them the tools and resources that they can empower themselves with to start to feel better, but also as their guide and patient advocate, because I too have Hashimoto's, is to tell them about the importance of believing in their right and ability to feel good again. We are not our diagnoses. We're just not. In fact, that label, a person with Hashimoto's, doesn't even need to be a part of our story. When things are out of balance, then we can work to right them. And it starts with the power of the thoughts in our very own mind. It can be kind of a hard concept to grasp, like I said, when you're not feeling very well. But if you believe in some of the quantum physics and quantum biology and cellular work, where there is a lot of information, research, books written, and I encourage you to Google this and look it up, you'll find that there is an enormous amount of power behind our thoughts and our belief system in terms of overcoming illness. Maybe you've heard those stories, right? Of the person who is perhaps diagnosed with cancer and they decide that they are going to beat it. They believe that the medications, the alternative modalities, the lifestyle practices that they will employ are going to make them well. And then they become well. Maybe you've heard those stories. Well, there's a really interesting concept behind this. And in fact, there's great books about how this is even true with organisms such as plants, like the one here in my office. Research tells us that if we play like heavy metal music all the time and we say mean things to our plants, that they will die, that they will not thrive. But on the other hand, if we nurture our plants, not just with water and sunlight, but we tell them that they're beautiful and that we love them and we thank them for providing oxygen in our environment, and we play some classical music or we sing to them, that those plants will actually fare better. The same is true for us as humans. We have to start treating our own selves with love and kindness. We have to start believing in our right to feel good, our body's ability and power to heal. So I have a couple of techniques that I'm going to share with you today. The power of positivity, there's two things that you can start to do, even if you just don't feel that positive, even if you just don't feel like you're up for it right now. Let me give you two tips that you can start to implement pretty quickly. So the first is called a bubble. What? Literally, I want you to go into a bubble. I want you to zip yourself into a protective bubble to be basically shielded from any negativity in the world around you. Maybe you're on your way to a doctor's office and you know that doctor is not a great listener or communicator or has a bad bedside manner. Or maybe you just feel like you two haven't been agreeing on some of the next steps that you need to take, whether it's with testing or medication dosage changes. Or maybe you want to try a gluten-free diet and they've told you not to do that. So you're going to zip yourself into your bubble. You're going to basically put on one pant leg of your bubble at a time. Pull it all the way up like a suit. Put your arms in, put your hood on, and zip your bubble up. And stay inside of this protective space. This is just a psychological trick that we play. It works great. Sometimes with maybe your in-laws or people who are naysayers, people who don't want to support you in your life. Unfortunately, a lot of us have those people in our lives. One of the questions on my intake form is, what does your support system look like? And not surprisingly, a lot of times people, when they come to me, don't have a great support system as they embark on their journey for nutritional wellness and overall wellness, and they're kind of going it alone. This protective bubble suit can be very, very helpful for when you have to stand up for yourself and communicate what your needs are about how you will best heal. Do you need help with the kids? Do you need help with cooking? Do you need help with house chores? Do you need to ask your boss for a couple days off? Do you need better medical management, and maybe you need to see another doctor in the office where you've been going and just give up on the old person? Do you need to explain things to your parents or your best friend who just think you're annoying and sick and tired all the time? Well, if you've been bombarded with a lot of this stuff that comes from outside sources, you know that that part of it can actually make us feel sicker, right? So when you go into your bubble, you know that you are shielded from the negativity around you. And you can really start to cultivate the power of positivity on the inside of that bubble to know and to believe and to value yourself and your right to feel good and to get the help that you need. So try it. The next time you know you're going to be encountering a sticky situation and you know you're working on really trying to eliminate some of that negativity from your life, just put on your bubble suit. Give it a try. If we create a boundary for ourselves, well, we're a little bit protected energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. The second trick is to do what I call the healing smile meditation. I learned about the healing smile meditation when I was in school ages ago. And I remember getting it on a little printed handout with really cute font. And I read it to myself and I thought, this is brilliant. I'm going to employ this in my own life and I'm going to share it with everyone I know. Because the healing smile meditation is the easiest thing that you could possibly do. It doesn't require any particular experience with meditation. It requires no props. It costs nothing at all. And you can do it every single day of your life. It's very easy. In fact, it's so easy that you will probably fall asleep and you won't even finish the whole meditation. It basically goes like this. Make yourself comfortable. Lay down in your bed. Maybe it's bedtime and you're ready to go to sleep. The healing smile meditation requires that you put a little smile in your mind and you work your way through your entire body, putting that smile on every single part of your body. So I usually start at the top of my head and work my way down, but I'm usually asleep by the time I reach my belly button. So then I got to mix it up and I got to start the healing smile from the tip of my big toe and try to go the other direction as well. Why in the world would somebody want to do the healing smile meditation? What does this mean and what does it do? Well, we're actually sending the power of positivity into the cells of our tissue and our organs and our organ systems and our body because we're smiling on it. We all know the power of a smile. We all know how good it feels when maybe a stranger holds the door open for you and they give you a big toothy grin. Or the person at the grocery store, the cashier, as they're checking you out, giving you a great big smile and telling you to have a great day. It just feels good. The smile of our kids when they run up to greet us and give us a big hug. Smiles can make the world of difference in how we feel, even if it's just for a short period of time. So, what would happen if we had the opportunity to start smiling on ourselves, on our bodies, every single day? So, I'm going to finish today's video with a little kind of throwback to the 80s. Do you remember the movie called Inner Space with Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan and Martin Short? What a weird movie. But I loved it as a kid. It was so cool. They shrunk the astronauts down and put them in a capsule and then injected them into people's bodies so they could cruise all around through the bloodstream and see what was going on the inside of a person's body. Well, I would love to do that with my clients. I'd love to take a deeper look, but I can't. But I can teach my clients and you today how to do the inner smile for your own organs. Just pretend like you're going into that little capsule and you're landing inside of your own body. We don't know what the inside of our own body looks like, but I bet we have a pretty good imagination and we could think about it and maybe try to figure it out. As you're moving through your body, just like in Inner Space, remember in the scene where Dennis Quaid is moving through Meg Ryan's body and he's like, oh my God, there's a baby in here. And he's so excited and he has tears in his eyes. I want you to feel that same joy as you go into your body and smile on everything. Your beautiful eyes from the inside. Smile on your brain. Smile on your thyroid. Smile on your heart. Smile on your rib cage, your skeleton. Smile on your strong arms. Smile on your beautiful skin. Smile on your abdomen and all of your guts. Smile on your strong body. Smile on your legs, the ones that carry you through this world. You can smile on maybe that knee that had surgery about 20 years ago. It's giving you some trouble. It's all right. Give it a smile. Smile all the way down to the tip of your toes. And you know what? It's easier than regular meditation because you're actually spending time with yourself and you're thinking about your own body. And you are imparting this beautiful power of positivity. You are connecting body, mind, and spirit through the Healing Smile meditation. So take these tips away today. Know that the power of positivity is as important a part of your journey as the changes that you'll make in what you eat and your exercise, your sleep, your water, all that stuff. It's important, but having powerful thoughts in your mind and in your heart will carry you along this journey to a better place. And I guess I'm living proof of that, and so are the hundreds of clients that I've worked with. So thanks for watching today's video. Remember to check out a bunch of my other videos. And also you can subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this one. And also visit my website, sarahpeternell.com. You can learn about the programs that I offer, everything from meal plan subscriptions to the 30-day online program called Nourished and Renewed with Hashimoto's. You can learn about becoming one of my one-on-one clients and working with me directly from anywhere in the world. Thanks so much. I look forward to being back here soon and sharing more of what I know. Have a great day.